Influencers are making over $100 million a year from their online education platform. Some examples are The Real World by Andrew Tate, Educate by Iman Gadzhi, Aquisition.com by Alex Hormozi, Part-Time YouTube Academy by Ali Abdal, and I'll show you later in the video how much these actually make. But first, how did we get here with education? Well, to answer that, I first need to tell you where education started. In the late 1700s, the industrial age began, where the transition from making goods by hand switched over to making goods with machines. For the first time in history, this led to the establishment of factories and large-scale manufacturing. This in turn created a demand for labor at a scale that we have never seen before, which is where mass employment began. Now, for mass employment to happen and to hire a bunch of people, you need skilled workers that know what they're doing. And so this is where mass education began, in order to train people to work in factories. Fast forward 200 years to the 21st century, the same system has evolved to the education that we know today. You graduate high school to then go into college to specialize into something to work for a large-scale company. But we're now experiencing another switch. Segment 1, the rise of social media learning. Since COVID, where everyone was stuck in their homes and everything was online, opportunities arose. You see, before you would go on social media to simply see your friends, your family, and things that you searched for. Now, when the new algorithm with TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts came out, this offered bite-sized, digestible content tailored to you, but also teaching you new things that you're interested in, making education more accessible and engaging than ever before. So if you're interested in photography, you would have videos on how to properly set up your camera, best tripod, best editing software, showing you how to use them. It's information that you are interested in being given to you without you needing to do any action. You see, the more accessible information is online, especially information that's tailored to you, the less interest or need there is for in-person learning. There's no need to enroll in a photography class in person when you have the information given to you as soon as you open these apps. So that's the beginning of it. But now, segment 2, enter the influencers. TikTok alone has created over 1.1 million new creators since it came out, each offering valuable content within their own niche and expertise. And from Tai Lopez,
new Lamborghini,
to Andrew Tate,
well, what color's your guy?
In the last decade, we've seen these public figures go one more step and share their expertise through an online education platform, also known as an online course. But the question is why, and also, is it even worth it? Well, first things first, there's endless amount of ways to make money online, and as time goes, there's always going to be new ones coming out. Secondly, experience teaches, and there's a lot of people that have gone through their own journey within their own field and became very successful within their own career. Thirdly, these people now make an online education platform or online course, selling it to you for X amount of money. Now, the biggest argument, and what made me used to not like these online education platforms, is that all the information given within them are also information that's given for free online if you search it up. So what exactly are you paying for? As I did more research on this, I realized that what exactly you're paying for is, number one, having all the information in one place. Number two, having a community of like-minded people trying to grow within the same field. So now you're building networks, you're connecting with people. And number three, you're following this person that you aspire or look up to. For example, if you want to become a musician, all the information for you to learn is out there for free. You want to know how to align your beats, properly edit your music, how to do your auto-tune. Okay, that's a fact. But now, if Justin Bieber came out with an online course on how to become a successful musician, a lot of aspiring musicians would sign up to it in a heartbeat. Because yes, the information is free, but now you're buying the knowledge from someone who has become very successful within this one field that you are aspiring to pursue. Now, with everything in this world, there is an opposite force, and this is where we enter segment number 3, the dark side of online education platforms. So although there are experts within their own field teaching you how to do it as well, there's the opposite force, these influencers that pretend and simply create a course as a money grab. And here's what differentiates the ones that are actually legit versus the ones that aren't. Number one, lack of quality and credibility. In terms of quality, the course needs to be hosted on a good site, whether it's a shared site such as Skillshare, School.com, etc., or your own site, but it needs to be done correctly, properly, and user-friendly. And the other side, credibility, whoever it is creating this online education platform or online course needs to be a credible figure within their own field. Number two, misinformation. With how easy it is to create an online education platform or an online course, anyone can do it. You can do it. So there needs to be a source that proves that the information there is credible and valid. So usually when these online courses are hosted on platforms, third-party platforms such as Skillshare or School.com, they have guidelines, they take care of it. But when it's done on a private website or something that they created on their own, no one is moderating that but themselves. But what I love about the internet is that people, if they figure it out, they'll expose it online. So I guess the people are the moderators. Number three, overemphasis on profitability. Some of these platforms may prioritize profits over actual education and actually teaching you what you paid for. Number four, which is a very important one, lack of personal interaction. Because a big part of why people sign up to these online education platforms platforms made by these people, these public figures, these influencers, is because they aspire to be like them, they look up to them. And so these people are not putting energy and time into engaging with the community and the people that signed up to their platform, and that is a red flag automatically. It's like if you're in school, if you want to properly learn, you need the teacher to be involved with you, give you guidance and help you out along the way. And if they don't do that, then you will lack that education and you won't learn as much as you could. So now the segment that you guys have been waiting for: how much do these online education platforms actually make? So I did some quick research looking through these top influencers and public figures, and here are the numbers I found. Just so you know, they are pretty crazy. First off, we have Hamza. He is a self-improvement content creator and he made the Adonis school. This school has 1,200 people, each paying $129 a month. Do the math, that is $154,800 a month. Next up, Ali Abdal. He created this part-time YouTube academy during COVID, and he publicly said on a podcast that last year in 2023 he made $5 million. Luke Belmar, Capital Club. He's a young businessman, blew up on TikTok, social media. His educational platform, Capital Club, is $370 a year and has 15,000 members, which totals in $5.5 million every year. Next up, Iman Gadzhi, also a very successful businessman at a young age. Started with SaaS, which is software as a service, and then after booming on YouTube, TikTok, social media, he put his attention over to his online educational platform called Educate, which is $1,497 a year with 15,000 members, totaling in $22,455,000 a year. Next up, Andrew Tate. He actually had something called Hustlers University, which was promoted like crazy on TikTok. Now he has this online educational platform called The Real World. It has 250,000 people, each paying $50 a month. That is $150 million every year. And lastly, Alex Hormozi with Aquisition.com. He publicly said on a podcast that he made $200 million with Aquisition. So as you can see, these are crazy numbers from individuals that were successful within their own field and now teaching others how to do it. And it's just the beginning as well, so you can only imagine how much this will grow, the online world, the online educational platform. So the final segment, number 5, next generation education. Where is this all headed? We've seen the beginning of time with the industrial age. Now we're seeing this become online with individuals creating their online educational platform. What's next? Where is it going to grow? Where are things going? I'm going to tell you simply from my opinion. I think when it comes to business building, yes, this will switch. And I think it already has switched. Because when it comes to building your own business, you don't need a degree. In the contrary, I believe experiences teaches more when it comes to that field. And so opting out for joining these online educational platforms or simply learning online, which is what I did, you can gain a lot of knowledge, which if you then put time, effort, and energy, you can and might become successful within that field over time. Now, as far as labor jobs or jobs that require skills and specific skills, such as trades, being a doctor, being a lawyer, working in the court of law, school will always be around for that. Because these are jobs that you need to be backed by credibility. Like imagine in the future you go to a doctor. If he tells you, I'm a very good doctor, but I learned everything online, you'd be like, yo, don't touch me. If you don't have any certifications, I don't want you coming near me. But what's crazy is that now the next generation, me, I'm 22 years old, and even people younger than me, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, they're now growing up with this kind of accessibility. Being on social media and getting fed information without them needing to look for it. And also information that they are interested in. So let's say a little kid is interested in robotics. At a very young age, he's gonna be learning so much about robotics because he's getting fed this content every single day. So by the time that kid becomes 20, he might be even more skilled than someone nowadays that's 30 years old that went through school for robotics. So yeah, this is a very interesting topic because technology is evolving at a very fast pace, and that includes education as well. So we'll see where things go, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.